Hey everyone, I'm here with Austin Barnard with the Barnard Group and First Community Mortgage. And today I wanted to ask you a question. I work with a lot of buyers who think that they have to have 20% down in order to get a mortgage. Is that true?
It is not true.
Okay.
That's the common misconception, just because once you put 20% down, you don't have to pay mortgage insurance. And that's on a conventional loan. But there are so many different options out there that you can do zero down. You can have your down payment and closing costs covered. You could have a 3% or 3.5% down payment. There's just, I'm going to call it an abundance of options.
Okay.
And just kind of figuring out what you as a specific client could really qualify for.
Okay, so it's really a client-to-client, person-to-person situation.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can definitely say being a first-time buyer in particular can really help, just because that really opens up a broader spectrum of options. Because a lot of times those down payment or closing cost assistance are going to be more first-time buyer specific. But there are other options for people that have owned a home before that you could still do a very low down payment.
Okay, great. What classifies someone as a first-time home buyer?
That means they would not have owned a home for the past 3 years. So their name cannot be on a title or a deed to a property. I've had clients before that their parents gave them a property, so they never actually bought, but their name was on that property, so it's considered to be an owner. So they were now a second-time buyer, or second-time homeowner.
Gotcha. But if somebody had purchased a property, was on the title, they sold that property, and then didn't own for 3 years, then they could be considered a first-time home buyer again.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And it's not state-specific. So again, if they owned in Texas and then they moved to Tennessee and haven't owned a home for 3 years, then they're good to go.
Okay. Awesome. That's great.